GangRadio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode.
Let's get right into it, man. The appetizer that really set shit off was that Josh Kelly card.
Yeah, and that card was the best card of the weekend from top to bottom. It was legitimately the best card. And then usually, and I mentioned before, because I mean, this is not. I mean, obviously Eddie has been trying to make ways into America, and he's done it with mixed results. But the UK cards he's been putting on there, obviously, if you're an American boxer fan, depending on what your allegiances and and your type of hotep beliefs, most people don't really like to go outside the box for their boxing. That's bars right
there. You're a real boxing fan,
Yeah, no, but if you're
thing is, we appreciate all these types of fights, man.
Right, and obviously, Eddie, obviously for certain people that follow certain beliefs, Eddie is like the Antichrist for boxing, for saying like that. He's associated with so many different things.
He just needs to take his formula from the UK and put it in America. He needs to somehow build a local attraction over here and start making that happen instead of just putting cards randomly all over the place.
Right, yeah, and also, I've talked to him like plenty of times. I mean, that's because I think, and that's how he thinks how he needs to build. And like I said, some of them they come off, and some of them they just don't. Like, I mean, that's basically how it is with that with his. But the UK cards though have been increasing in quality. Like, we talked about last summer, like we had the summer series over there, and them cards was like they were fades, like they were British fades, but there was high level British fades.
Yeah. How you all say that domestic level fades?
Yeah, domestic level fades. Yeah.
Club fighter fades.
Club fighter fades.
European title fades.
But this whole card though was serious. Like obviously, the big thing us and this card is that another one of his fighters got upset by another Mexican fighter from Canelo's camp. It was a majority decision loss, and that just begins thing. Like, one thing about Eddie too, he's not shy about matching his fighters tough on occasion, but his fighters are starting to,
big guys.
Yeah, but his fighters are starting to get ironed out like shirts and pants though. So that's the problem. It's like you can't have that be a thing on your cards.
I don't know, man. Something might happen big with Andre.
Yeah, honestly, like if something happens, Andre, yeah, believe me, I'm gonna repeat this. I'm gonna repeat what I just said, and that will probably be a subtopic of its own, But yeah, no, it was. And then obviously you had the Charlton and Marcoux fight, which they're both welters, and honestly, both well, not Charlton really, but Marcoux definitely has potential to be a world ranked welterweight.
Yeah.
And it was.
Charlton seemed like he'll be like a good, possibly a fringe contender at the highest, but I feel like he could pull an upset or two, like because he pulled upsets before, but
right.
I feel like he'll still give people a problem. But Marcoux is a guy who looked like he could really get the top 5 contention and maybe do something. He doesn't look it like that though. Like. I still see the whole kickboxer in his style. Like, you look Aki as fuck.
Yeah, no, and like I said, but it was a hard hitting fight though, and surprisingly, the one that actually did get knocked down was Marcoux, and Marcoux was after he was actually whooping ass too, which was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, he got humbled. He was doing too much shit talking, shucking and jiving and conversation. Like, all that shit from the interview was in the fight. Like, he literally brought into the fight. Like,
yeah, he was talking mad shit.
And when he got clocked and dropped, and he was low key, he tried to play it off like he wasn't hurt, but I think he was buzzed.
Yeah, he was buzzed.
He was full of shit.
Yeah, he was buzzed and he was embarrassed. So it's like he fought. It's like after that, he stopped the shit talking. He took it serious, and then he won like he could have. Like honestly, I feel like we need this guy for Joey Spencer or something. We need like a Charlton moment for Joey Spencer.
Yeah, and Joey Spencer's more like I said to her, the second that Al Hammond puts one of the quote unquote opponents at 154 on him, Joey Spencer will take an L. Like I feel it. Like
they'll probably match him in there with Gallimore. Like, dude, we just seen him with Fondora. Like, chill. But that was a good fight. The Jordan Hill.
Jordan Gill and Caesar Ward.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was
he look alike. His dog.
Shut up.
Yeah, that was a good, entertaining, 10 rounds. Caesar Ward, looking better than he had in a couple of years now. Like showing that he still has plenty of juice. Like he's not gonna go to jungle.
He was looking kind of old in there, but he had his little moments.
I mean, Gill though had his moments too, but he also had his moments where he was kind of like, he would get clocked a little bit too hard, and he looked kind of shaky at times.
Yeah, because there was one point I think he was getting teed off on and shit. Like,
yeah, I think it was like in the 5th round, like he was getting.
It reminded me of I think it was the last round of Butte Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
He just is like, fuck it. Rah, 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 rah.
Yeah, so but still, unfortunately, Gill was able to actually, get enough rounds in the bank, to get away with a clear victory. But obviously, Gill needs to clean some of that shit up, because you can't let someone like that just tee off on you, because Warren does know how to punch.
Entertaining, learning fights though, like good developmental fights, like I don't know. I guess hanging around Oscar and them Golden Boy cards kind of rubbing off on the Matchroom.
I'm saying too, yeah, because they're
like a UK Golden Boy card.
Facts, pure facts. And I like it too. And then especially with the Marcoux fight, I know, they were like, oh yeah, I want to face Conor Benn, who's son of Nigel Benn, over there, and and he already has, he has a little buzz going himself. So, I think, it's good that Eddie's actually at least, some of Oscar's matchmaking is starting to rub off on him, because like all they need now is like more world ranked fighters on the UK side, really.
Well, you try to get them, and they keep having these blips like Josh Kelly.
Yeah, Josh Kelly. Yes, of all people. Now, we all thought that Josh Kelly would win, because I had to think about it.
Ring Gang was trash this last week with these predictions.
Yeah, I'm saying like, it was, because
nothing right, like.
Yeah, because it's not like Avanesyan's. We've seen.
These are the favorites. Like these were the legit favorites.
Yeah, but it just seemed like.
I thought Avanesyan would give him a good fight, but I thought he was too shop-worn to actually pull it off.
Yeah, you sound like a walkie-talkie right now, P.
Yeah. Breaker 19.
So I'm saying that, like, I thought, like, if I didn't think Avanesyan was so shop-worn, I would have like legitimately like thought about picking him, but I just thought he was too shop.
I don't even think he's not even shop-worn to me. I just don't think he's that good.
Yeah, no, same. Like,
he's shop-worn, like Valdez shop-worn, like Avini. I be hating. What's his first name?
Avanesyan's first name?
Yeah,
it's David.
David, yeah. See, David, I knew like King P said, I definitely knew he had a chance in the fight. Mm-hmm. He has a good right hand. He has a little awkward style. He has decent skills, so it was a good live opponent for Kelly. But hands down, Kelly had all the advantages and everything. Right. So I was kind of like, I wasn't shocked that Kelly lost. It was more disappointed because it wasn't no fight where I felt like David couldn't win that shit. Like, if anything, like a lot of people were picking him for the upset more so than Valdez.
Right.
Because more than one time I've heard his name pop up again, for Josh Kelly, and people was like, yeah, Josh Kelly will probably be looking good and start clowning, drop his hands, and get knocked out type shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's almost what happened, but
Yeah, like the first 2 rounds though, it was all Kelly though, because Avanesyan seemed like he was having, he was trying to warm up, and Kelly was doing what Kelly does. He was boxing, and he was kind of fooling around a little bit. But after the first 2 rounds, Avanesyan, like he flipped the switch, and he made that shit rough. He opened up, like one of those punches, he opened up a cut behind the ear or some shit like that. And I was like, damn, this motherfucker's pouring blood. Like,
yeah, he was fucking up Josh Kelly's rhythm, and Kelly allowed it by not being first.
Yeah, I was like, Kelly, you have to get this man's respect. If you don't get this man's respect, he's gonna eat you up, And then me and Elby were talking about his shoulder roll. Like, if you don't know how to do a shoulder roll correctly, don't do it at all.
Trash ass fucking shoulder.
Like people, when you do a shoulder roll, the punch is supposed to roll off your shoulder, not the top of your fucking head. And that's what Kelly was shoulder rolling, but he was rolling into the fucking right hand. And
his shoulder roll is worse than Broner's. Like, that's the worst shoulder roll I've seen in a while. Like, hands down.
But even Broner don't be getting hit with the type of shots Kelly was getting hit with.
Yeah, and
Avanesyan
Avanesyan,
like reflexes, so it's like, what's the problem?
Yeah, and it's bad. It's bad if Avanesyan was actually making it rough on the inside, but Avanesyan was also landing his overhand rights over and over again. Like, I was like, yo, like, what is this? What are you doing? And Kelly fell apart. Like, his corner was like, I was like, oh, hey, we need to probably get him. We need to pull this guy out of the corner, mate. It's like, you need to get him out of there. Like, they weren't even confident about this dude's chances to actually win the fight. Like,
because you seen Kelly already fucked it up. First of all, that guy was never supposed to make it that into a mid-range inside fight for Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
First mistake. But with Kelly's the trash ass shoulder roll, he pretty much invited the guy to do some awkward fucking combination where he would throw the right hand lead, and then he would throw the left afterwards, and he'd throw the left, then he'd throw the right again. Like, he was doing shit like that where he was cutting the distance off, and he was connecting with dude and also putting his body and head with it.
Mm-hmm.
So he was landing clean, rough punches. Like, he was on some like educated Sean Porter shit. Like, and Kelly, wasn't ready for that. Like, Kelly wasn't being first. He wasn't popping the jab, stepping. Like, it was a simple fucking fight, bro. Like,
like dude didn't want to be. He wasn't first. He was last. Like, everything. Like he fell apart. Like he was he would retreat in a shoulder roll and still get blasted with right hands. Like, it was bad.
And if you're bigger and you're using the shoulder roll, like, that's even worse, because it's like you got the height. Like, you shouldn't be getting hit at all. Like, and so I mean, honestly, the punches should be flowing at you like how Vitaly Klitschko would kind of lean and do his shoulder and move, and that's how it need to be looking. Like, this shit he was doing, and why are you putting your shoulder, your chin over your shoulder? Like, this nigga was posing with the shoulder roll. Like, I was just disgusted by that shit, because
my nigga was doing a 5-second pose with that fucking shit. Like,
yeah.
Come on. Like, all that posing shit, bro. Like, are you here to roll punches and box? Are you up here trying to take a picture like you trying to get a baseball rookie card?
Yeah, and then of course, and then, like I say, and eventually all that moving around and shit he was doing, it got him tired. Like, he got gassed, and then Avanesyan was like a fucking hitman. He landed like 3 or 4 right to the side of that dude's head for the first knockdown. He was like wham, 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 and he fell so weirdly, it was ridiculous. He got up and everything like that, but as soon as he got up, Avanesyan, landed another fucking right. More rights, and then Kelly's legs was like, just quit on him, like, just quit, and immediately Kelly's corner threw in the towel, like they weren't even fucking around. I was like, okay, no, this is done. Like, they didn't even give him a chance to weather the
storm. Burchell corner.
Yeah. You know, yeah, they wasn't fucking around. Like, you know, yeah, we're gonna save you for another day. So
Yeah.
So yeah, it was definitely a definitely good entertaining fight though. And like I say, you know, Avanesyan, like obviously he deserves another shot at a big fight at 147. Like it's there for him. I don't think he's I don't think he's like you know, he's not bound by any politics, so he can go to wherever he needs to get a good fight.
Chill. I ain't trying to see, you know, him fight Crawford.
Oh, yeah, God forbid. Yeah, we can't have that. You know, can't have that. In fact, we shouldn't even put that in the air like that, bro.
Yeah, stop giving the powers that be ideas.
Yeah, because you know, like the boxing gods, man.
I'm giving them the bad ones now. They be stealing the good ones.
Yeah, like again, because the boxing gods, they love fuckery, bro. So you know, we gotta make sure we're very careful what we put in the air.
Well, see, what they could say is dude to be like, well, you know, if the fight don't happen, dude could be like, Crawford is like, hey, you know, I already beat Mean Machine. Mean Machine knocked him down. But then dude could say he's still getting ducked. So, I mean, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, but other than that, Josh Kelly, though, yeah, he needs to go back to the drawing board. Like, he's still relatively young. Like, I mean, it's only, it was 12 or 13 fight, give or take.
Yeah,
so,
he's relatively young, but he's also relatively not good. So...
Yeah, he
relatively not disciplined. Like he has all the tools, but does he want to put them together? Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's like 25, 26 or whatever. So he's in the window where he can learn from this fight and really improve himself. But the question is up to him. Like, I mean, obviously
in the Ray Robinson fight, he's fighting the same level caliber guys, you know, where he should be improved. The guys are good enough for him to be improving on, and he hasn't improved.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is shit, at least, and you know, and I got at Burchell for that. This dude is getting that shit that we talked about Burchell lacking, and he still fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was supposed to learn from the Ray Robinson fight, and it's like, you still posing, trying to look pretty, like, what the fuck, man? Like,
he ain't learned shit. Relatively mid.
Yeah, he ain't learned shit. Like, he could rebound, but will that happen? No. Or I doubt it. I don't want to be super negative, but
right.
It is what it is.
I mean, I don't want to be negative, but I just don't see it with this guy.
Yeah, and honestly, and that question, now you have people calling him a hype job because of this. Like, you know,
you could say that because it's like he fits the criteria. You know, he had all the flash, you know, all the style, but no substance. Like, and he was winning the fight. He hurt dude. Like, how you lose this fight? Like Burchell never even hurt Valdez. Like this guy, he had an advantage over dude. Like, he had him hurt at one point. You know, he was outworking him, but you know, you weren't disciplined. You couldn't stick to the game plan. You lost. So back to the drawing board.
Yeah,
Got
but
much else to say.
Yeah, like Hearn's UK fighters, they're getting ironed out by not only Mexicans but also fighters of Russian descent too.
That puts a real cap on it because a Russian fighter started it, and then it's like it was a Mexican-Russian sandwich.
Yeah,
like you put Povetkin White, and then you add Canelo and everybody else, and then you put this one at the end.
Yeah, so honestly, like probably the next Eddie Hearn card that you see, and you see a Mexican versus a British fighter, a Russian versus a British fighter, you might as well go bet on the Mexican or the Russian fighter. Like, you might actually get lucky.
Definitely put some on that Russian or that Mexican, yeah.
Especially if that fighter is a Hearn fighter. So,
yeah. Double, especially if Pursoon is on that card as well.
Absolutely.
Because he might get robbed, and then, you know, the universe steps in again. So, I'm just, you know, if you follow us, we point out all the inconsistencies and when the pattern. See, if you do this shit long enough, you see everything happens over and over.
Absolutely. But like I said, though, that card was excellent. It was definitely it was a good appetizer to the fights that happened later on that night. And kudos to Eddie, like I said, for who seems to be hitting his stride, even if his fighters are not getting his desired results, they're actually being entertaining fights. And that's in the end of the day, that's what's important: entertaining fights, especially for matchroom boxing. So, but yeah, no, it was a good week, overall good weekend of fights, and unfortunately, I don't think this weekend we're not going to get anything of that nature. If we do, then obviously it's going to be clear fuckery, and we're going to have to talk about it. But I wouldn't hold my breath. So yeah, I think that's a good time to wrap everything up with some final thoughts. LB, bro, do you have any final thoughts?
Nah, chilling like a villain, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow the squad. RingGangRadio.com, website. Check it out. All the other fly shit we got going on. Cartoon in the works.
Word.
This fly shit, man. I'm gonna just keep it short, man. Yeah, you should know by now what it is. So just follow us and keep fucking with us.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the whole crew. You already know who it is. And Podomatic, Spotify, everybody who listens to us, shout outs. Much respect. Yeah.
Absolutely. And P, you're just in time because I saw you disappear for a hot minute. You came back.
Hey, I'm always on time.
Right.
Okay. I don't need the Ja Rule duet. Oh. But anyways, you already know what it is. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet as well. RingGangRadio.com. You know what the site to go to is. RingGangRadio.com for those in the back that didn't hear. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We got Cartoon Episode 3 coming out. We got some spin-offs in the work. But, just stay tuned. That's all I got to say.
Absolutely. And myself, I don't have anything really extra to add on to what the brothers already talked about. Except, it's just stay tuned. And, don't expect anything spectacular for this boxing next weekend. That's pretty much about it. Fuck this Canelo Yildirim fight. So so for myself, Pat Scoper, the New England representer. For LB Shuttleworth, the God, the GOAT artist. For King P, Bodega P, this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.